Get ready for the biggest stories dominating the news cycle right now. We start with entertainment shockwaves as the Boy Meets World alum and OnlyFans creator slams Sydney Sweeney's Euphoria role, calling it ridiculous and cartoonish. We dive deep into the controversy surrounding this casting choice and what it means for the world of television.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we're looking at a massive collision of pop culture and politics. The Boys showrunner Eric Kripke has reacted to the striking similarity between a scene in the superhero show and Donald Trump's recently unveiled golden statue, sparking huge debate across the political spectrum. Find out what Kripke has to say about these unsettling parallels. Switching gears completely, we're exploring the future of content creation with Meta's AI glasses. Discover how these new devices are shifting the entire social behavior landscape, moving capture closer to the face and changing how creators interact with the world. This is about to change how you film everything. And finally, a deeply personal look at societal pressures. Victor Jokes explores the shocking statistics on the declining fertility rate and the disconnect between the girl boss culture and the deep human desire for motherhood. Don't miss this essential conversation and subscribe now for all the breaking news. A former alumnus of Boy Meets World and an OnlyFans creator has sharply criticized Sydney Sweeney's role in the television series Euphoria, labeling aspects of the show as ridiculous and cartoonish. The commentary was featured in a recent BuzzFeed article. The source, who serves as the managing editor of streaming at channel YouTube, stated their strong feelings on the production. The individual expressed a particular interest in entertainment, with a noted enthusiasm for Disney content, suggesting a broader perspective on popular media trends. The creator of the series, The Boys, has reacted to the striking visual similarity between a scene from the show and a recent real-life statue of Donald Trump. The controversy stems from a golden statue of Trump, nicknamed Don Colossus, unveiled at one of his Florida golf clubs, which bears a resemblance to a scene featuring the superhero Homelander in the Amazon Prime Video series. The connection was highlighted when the latest episode of The Boys, titled Though the Heavens Fall, featured Homelander placing a golden statue of himself inside a church, claiming messianic status. Shortly after the episode's premiere, Trump unveiled his 15-foot gold statue. The showrunner, Eric Kripke, expressed his astonishment over the parallel, sharing a split image on Instagram of the two statues and questioning the coincidence. This intersection of fiction and reality follows a pattern, as The Boys has previously addressed parallels between its narrative and political events. In the fourth season, the series was compelled to add a disclaimer to an episode following a July 2024 assassination attempt on Trump, emphasizing that any similarities were unintentional. Adding to the political tension, Trump himself has faced backlash for an AI-generated image on Truth Social depicting him as Jesus, an image that sparked outrage from Christians and across the political spectrum, with figures like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Bernie Sanders condemning the post. Actor Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander, had previously addressed comparisons between his character and real figures, stating that while comparisons were made, he did not want the character to be a simple villain, emphasizing that Homelander was intended to be a complex, real person. The series is currently airing its fifth and final season on Amazon Prime Video. Meta is repositioning its AI glasses not merely as a gadget, but as a new content layer designed to integrate capture, sharing, and interaction directly into daily life. In a new guide, Meta frames its AI glasses around specific user types, creators, athletes, social users, and professionals, to illustrate how the technology fits into various lifestyles. The core strategic shift is moving functionalities like capture, sharing, and messaging closer to the user's face and further away from the smartphone. The traditional smartphone model, where everything begins with a device, screen unlock, and app launch, is being disrupted. AI glasses aim to make the camera an intrinsic part of the user, allowing capture to become less intentional yet less interrupted. This approach is particularly significant for creators. Meta is not positioning the glasses as replacements for professional tools, but as a second camera for everyday content creation. This caters to a growing demand for immediate, personal content formats, such as point-of-view clips, behind-the-scenes footage, and casual updates that feel authentic and close to the action. The promise Meta is making is not necessarily superior content quality, but rather reducing the friction between experiencing a moment and documenting it. For example, glasses enable hands-free capture, allowing a coffee brand to film a barista's perspective or a founder to document a day without constant tripod setups. However, this integration raises significant social questions. As capture becomes more invisible or less obvious, society will need to establish new social norms. Meta faces the challenge of making the hardware feel useful without making the world feel surveilled, navigating the delicate balance between normalization and privacy. Ultimately, Meta views AI glasses as the interface for ambient creation, capturing reality, asking questions in the moment, and embedding AI within the workflow. By targeting creators, Meta is testing the behaviors that could become the next standard for social interaction, betting that the phone's role as the universal camera operator is being superseded by wearable technology. A recent analysis by Victor Jokes questions the prevailing societal narrative surrounding motherhood and its impact on women's lives, highlighting a stark contrast between traditional views and modern feminist messaging. The report begins by noting a significant decline in the U.S. fertility rate, citing CDC data showing 53.1 births per 1,000 women of childbearing age, marking a 1% drop from 2024 and a 23% decline since 2007. The discussion pivots to the historical and cultural significance of motherhood. Historically, having children was central to the meaning and purpose of many women, serving as a source of meaning, spiritual reward, and societal survival, exemplified by fertility goddesses in ancient mythologies. This traditional view is contrasted sharply with the message promoted by modern feminism, which some argue frames motherhood as the heart of woman's oppression. According to feminist theorist Shulamith Firestone, reproductive biology was a key factor in women's oppression. This narrative suggests that a woman's highest purpose lies in competing in the corporate world, positioning children as an anchor that detracts from achieving financial success and power. The article points to tangible evidence supporting this tension. It notes that many high-achieving women who prioritize corporate careers often find themselves isolated. Citing a 2014 Bloomberg Businessweek cover, the piece references the pursuit of career and family balance, noting the struggles faced by women pursuing fertility treatments. Furthermore, data from Sylvia Ann Hewlett in Harvard Business Review reveals that between a third and a half of successful career women in the United States are childless at midlife, with the vast majority expressing a yearning for children. Hewlett describes the typical high-achieving, childless woman's situation as a creeping non-choice. Jokes concludes that achieving career success without children does not equate to freedom from oppression, but rather an unfulfilled longing. The report asserts that while society should not dictate that motherhood is the sole pursuit, it is crucial to acknowledge that for many women, motherhood remains a profound source of meaning and joy that a corporate career cannot fully replace.